Referee blows his whistle. Egypt get the game underway. Last time these two sides met, 13 years ago, when both of these sides were in very different straits. Egypt were nowhere, to be honest, to be seen in the world rankings. Portugal did win that game 2-0. And already they're going to look to get on the front foot as João Mario plays it forward to Guerreiro. They'll look to get a cross in and Ronaldo shoots early on. Well, already less than 30 seconds into the game, we're already seeing just how attacking Portugal are likely to be for the 90 minutes. Decent pick out from Guerreiro, and Ronaldo on his weaker left foot, if you can call it weak, just swung at it. It did go harmlessly over the bar. Over with Mohamed Abdel Shafi. Only scored once for Egypt in his career, but it was an important one in the 2010 African Cup of Nations. And Egypt try and mount a challenge going forward. Trezeguet on the left. It can't quite break Egypt's way. Now Portugal can run out with the ball. There's Ruben Neves. He's caught in possession, although does well to win the ball back. Now it's with Bernardo Silva, been in fine form for Manchester City this season. Ball across to Ronaldo, a lovely flick. Back to Guerreiro. Ronaldo, his first step over. And back to Guerreiro, he remains onside. Ronaldo shoots, it's blocked. Over on the other side with Cedric Soares now. It's safely held by the goalkeeper Mohamed El Shenawi, who's making his international debut for Egypt tonight, so a big task ahead for him to keep out the likes of Ronaldo and Silva, this Portuguese attack. 29 years old as well, so quite a late comer as he slips into the international scene. Here's El Neni, of course has big experience at Europe's top level with Arsenal. Been at the club 2 and a bit years now. Long ball forward, looking for Salah. First involvement, but even he's not that quick. Beto will just bowl it out towards João Mario. Silva. He's got Cedric on the overlap. And he finds him. Here's Guerreiro. Neves. João Moutinho. It's a lovely ball through to Cedric. Crosses it, looking for Ronaldo once again. He's got such a presence in the air. He strikes fear into any defence when balls are put in like that. Really does add another dimension as well to the Portugal attack. Throw in, finds Kuka. Back with Higazi, permanent West Brom player now. A great start to his career with the Baggies, scoring a header on his debut. It's gone a bit downhill for him since then, but from a personal point of view, he's got his future sorted in the West Midlands now. Slight delay in play as Portugal get a throw in. Soares. That's easily chested down by Ali Garba. Ghazi all the way back to his goalkeeper. Certainly showing they're comfortable on the ball, Egypt, although curse of the commentator, given away horribly by Higazi. is Neves. That's Rafael Guerreiro. Intercepted. It's the second time Neves has been caught in possession early on. Now Rolando, 32 years old, and it's been 4 years since he last had his international call-up, but the form that he's been in for Olympique Marseille this season has really warranted a comeback to the international scene. Slipped by Guerreiro for Cuca, who plies his trade in Portugal, so he'll be familiar with a few of these faces tonight. The big Egyptian number 9 certainly does have a presence about him. Mario. Now João Moutinho. Ronaldo lays it off to him. Over to Mario. In the box to Guerreiro. He cuts in, looks to poke it towards the penalty spot. Now can Egypt counter-attack? Well, they've won themselves a free kick. Rolando getting a little bit too touch tight on Cuca. Arms all over the Egypt forward shirt. Now here comes Salah. Arrived here tonight to much fanfare. You won't want to disappoint his fellow countrymen down. El Neni wants to cross it towards the back stick. It's kept in play, and the shot will come in. That's a good save from Beto. Danger still hasn't gone yet, but it went out of play for a goal kick. It was Abdallah Said, the man who poked the ball away, and that's really got the Egypt fans rocking around the stadium. Lovely clip ball back from El Neni. Said with the outside of his right foot, trying to do all he can to guide it towards goal, but Beto was in the right place at the right time to keep the ball out. First real scare for Portugal, the opening 7.5 minutes. Doesn't have that air of a cagey international friendly about it. Both sides looking to attack from the off. The whistle has gone for a free kick. Ghazi over towards Ali Gaba, playing his football in the MLS at the moment for LA Galaxy on loan from Basel. And this man used to play, El Neni. Farty to Salah. Cuca. Salah will collect it. Ahmed Fardy's continued his run. Salah cuts inside though. He'll clip it into the box. Headed away by Rolando. Mario looking for Ronaldo, but too far away from him. El Neni. Abdel Shafi. Flicked around the corner by Said. Once again, over to Ahmed Fardy, who before the game this evening at right back, I would have thought he had the task of marking Ronaldo, but instead he's creating attacks instead. Salah gets into the box and shoots. Well, it's a little bit wild from the Liverpool man, but again he causes so much panic in the Portugal defence when he picks the ball up, shifts it onto his left foot so quickly. Couldn't get the effort on target this time, but it's a decent effort. Although when you've got 36 goals and 40 appearances for your club this season, as Salah has for Liverpool, you expect a little bit more than decent. Guerreiro. Ronaldo loses it out. Guerrero to Andre Silva, bravely headed away. And the cross will go in once again. Ronaldo, his touch let him down. Cedric's making a run forward. Again, another cross into the box, and Andre Silva this time is the man they were looking at in the box. Not getting enough contact on the header, but has indeed gone out for a corner kick, much to the annoyance of Egypt. I have to say, it probably was a good decision by the Italian linesman on that far side. First set piece of the game. It's taken short. Coutinho crosses it to the back post. And it's a tame one down by Bruno Alves. He's taken a lot of criticism from his Rangers fans this season. 36 years old and signed for the Scottish Premiership club. Hasn't figured an awful lot though due to injury, and when he hasn't convinced. Here's Ahmed Fadi. Earning his 124th cap tonight. The Egyptian right back. It's a wonderful achievement. Fadi with the ball into the box. It certainly had pace on it. A little bit too much trajectory. Ambles over to take this throw in. If all goes wrong for him, he could be playing in the English Championship next season. Southampton don't get out of their relegation woes, and this man on the ball, Neves, could be replacing him. That's a really poor ball forward from Ruben Neves. Just his 5th cap tonight, only 21. Real surprise coup for Wolves when they signed him in the summer for £15.8 million. It was a championship record at the time. It still is, as a matter of fact. Mario cuts inside. Daisy cutter effort. Awkward one for the goalkeeper. Ghazi nearly stuck his leg out. It could have deflected anywhere. Really good football between Abdel Shafi and Trezeguet, but Rolando certainly takes no prisoners with that clearance. Thrown into play very quickly. Portugal win it back. That's a poor ball as well. Ronaldo. Coutinho. Nice ball. Can Bernardo Silva do? Cedric there once again, and once again it's another corner for Portugal. Side in the ascendancy at the moment. Silva whips it in. It's for Ronaldo. It nearly drops to him. Coutinho. Mario punched away by the goalkeeper, not convincingly. Ronaldo. Once again, it's good defending from Egypt. Shoddy goalkeeping from El Shenawi. Got away with it this time though. And another ball in. It's a better punch. And he He will gather safely this time and go down on his knees just to make sure. Still goalless between Portugal and Egypt. Not been too many clear-cut chances as of yet in the game, but still plenty of time. Both sides certainly have the appetite tonight. Ronaldo picks out Mario. And particularly looking to use the flanks of Portugal. Rafael and Cedric have got forward on a number of occasions already this evening. Fernando Santos' men. Kuka tries to win the header. Ball doesn't find Salah. Neves. Neves again, that's a good ball. And Andre Silva's kept himself onside, but he breaks into the box. And he's just stopped in his tracks. Mohamed Higazi, the man who got back to do the dirty work defending. Lovely ball over the top from Ruben Neves. Perfectly timed run from Andre Silva. It just didn't quite sit up for the AC Milan frontman. Ronaldo seeing more and more of the ball. Ronaldo still. Rafael. Salah. Just a bit hesitant, Egypt at the moment. Higazi. Back with the West Brom man. Abdel Shafi for Trezeguet, but he can't get it, although got a second bite of the cherry. Gazi, nice take from Kuka. And Coutinho guilty of a foul in the middle there on Hamad, Tariq Hamad. Neves. Coutinho. Suarez. Mario. Egypt defending very deep. Silva twisting and turning. Neves over to Ronaldo. Nice take and then lovely feet. Back heels it to Guerreiro. Cross into the box, volleyed by Silva. Blocked by Trezeguet. And another cross this time. Can't reach Ronaldo's head. Wonderful touch from Trezeguet and then just getting back in the nick of time. was Bruno Alves. Livening up somewhat here in Zurich. Rolando. Ronaldo. Midfield to Moutinho. Nice turn. Cedric. Bernardo Silva. Mohamed Higazi's already winning his fair share of headers in the Egypt box. Here he is now. Good pick out. Said into Salah. Can't quite thread a ball through to his teammate Kuka. And then El Neni is penalised for a foul on Moutinho in the middle. Just a little bit rash from Mohamed El Neni. Last goal for Egypt was virtually a year ago to the day against Togo. FA Cup winner with Arsenal. Mario. Bursting forward a lot from midfield is João Mario. Ronaldo. Breaks into the box but just overruns himself slightly. Apologises to his teammates. Ahmed Fadi didn't know what to do with him. He ended up on the deck as Ronaldo tried to beat another Egypt man unsuccessfully. Fernando Santos defied the odds at Euro 2016 really. Even though they've got Ronaldo in the side, they really weren't fancied to mount any sort of tournament challenge back in France 2 years ago, but they did beat the hosts in the final. Played a game of very solid defensive football with that magic up front in Ronaldo's boots. It paid dividends. Whether or not they can do it at the World Cup remains to be seen, as Egypt now come forward. Abdel Shafi with a high one into the box, but Salah's nowhere near tall enough to win that. Mario has to leap over El Neni. Neves to Moutinho. Picks out Ronaldo. Silva's calling for it. Ronaldo shoots. Once again blocked away by Egypt. Higazi. Nice play with Salah, but then he gives it away. Silva. Ronaldo. And that's been given as a back pass by Ahmed Fadi. He tried to cut out the pass from Ronaldo to Andre Silva. Not too often you see these given. And I think that's the right call. Fadi definitely knew what he was doing in giving that back to the goalkeeper. So we're going to have a free kick from the inside of the box. And I wonder who everyone's money is on for to take this. Ronaldo is the prime candidate. There's also Bernardo Silva trying to claim it. A wall of white shirts in front of the goal. It looked like the referee booked someone then, but I couldn't quite make out who it was. Coutinho and Ronaldo. Ronaldo looks like he's going to absolutely pile drive this one. He waits. Egypt charge out a bit quickly. Delay over this free kick. Ronaldo blocked on the line. What a good clearance that was from Abdallah Saeed. Almost looked like he was hobbling away. The ball was struck that hard and venomous by Ronaldo. Great defending. Well, even though they are inside the box, they're always very difficult chances to score, given the amount of defenders that are back on the goal line trying to clear the ball away. Ronaldo couldn't add to his tally that time. Would have been his 80th international goal. Put him joint third in the all-time list for international goals. And Ali Day of Iran and Ferenc Puskas, and Salah is flagged offside. Nearly broke away. Bruno Alves didn't reach that clearance. Rafael. Coutinho. Silva. Bernardo Silva. Forced to go backwards. Elneny gets the ball back well. Salah laid off to Kuka, just behind Elneny. Referee waves the advantage. Cedric Suarez. Bernardo Silva. Neves. Guerreiro. Defending resolutely here, Egypt. Not just from the Ronaldo clearance either. Forward, will be chased by Bernardo Silva, but not enough. Wonderful atmosphere in Switzerland this evening. Well turned out from both Portugal, and probably got to give even more credit to Egypt, coming all the way from Africa. And they'll be loving what they're seeing at the moment. Imagine a hefty bunch of these Egyptian fans will be trying at least to make some sort of trip to Russia, the World Cup itself. Bearing in mind the group that they've been drawn in, Group A, with the host Russia, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. It's a great opportunity for them to progress farther than the group stages. None of them will look to admit it, but it's about as good a draw as they could have got when it was made back in December. Portugal, meanwhile, have to contest with Spain in their group, Group B. Andre Silva. Now Cedric. Headed away by Gabba. Ronaldo. Made off to Neves, but that's a really wild effort from the Wolves midfielder. Never looked set to strike that one on goal. Ronaldo laid it off. It wasn't the best layoff, in fairness to Neves, but should have taken a touch rather than tried straight away. Flicks it on. Towering header won by Hegazi. Just that final ball from a Portugal point of view that's not really working for them at the minute. Fine margins, of course, in international football. Bruno Alves. Rolando is robbed by Kuka. Couldn't set himself right with the touch though. Rolando with a good comeback. Most mobile striker up front isn't Kuka, but he's already looking a handful for the Portuguese defence. Makeshift defence, if you're going to be unkind, as Jose Font usually plays, as does Pepe, who's not involved in these internationals through injury. Trezeguet. Now Hamed. Looks for Salah, but to it. Salah will try and get onto this one in the box though. It's a free kick to the Egyptians. Andre Silva on Tariq Hamid. No attempt to win the ball from the AC Milan frontman. Only scored his first goal in Serie A for AC Milan. He signed in the summer, a few weeks ago. Goal, that is. Well, it was his 10th of the season because all of his goals have come in Europe. Salah drifts a free kick in, but the whistle has gone. Indiscretion from Ali Garba. Mario. Ronaldo. Ronaldo brought down on the edge of the box by Tariq Hamid, who goes to pick him up. I think we all know what's going to come next. Lovely dancing feet from him. A real cynical one from Tariq Hamid. One of those sorts of challenges where you think, had it been a competitive game, he might have gone into the book for it. As such, the referee shows a bit of mercy. And this time, none of his Portugal teammates are Or even daring to suggest they might be taking this free kick away from Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo steps up. Blocked, and now Egypt can't counter-attack. Salah into Trezeguet, although looking for the reverse pass unsuccessfully. Guerreiro towards Andre Silva. Well, the corner not given, much to his fury. That free kick did look a little bit like it came off the arm of Trezeguet. How deliberate it was, it's a little bit hard to tell from that angle. Salah. Reverse pass from Said. Headed down by Rolando. Lovely chest down by Ronaldo, but Mario couldn't get him it back. Gazzi, out to Said. Gets it down. Alves has to sweep up. Hardy to take the throw in. Formerly of Sheffield United and Hull City in 2 separate spells. 10 appearances combined, though, suggest that wasn't too much of a successful time in England. There's Tariq Hamid, nicknamed Aloha, meaning Major General. The kind of role he plays in midfield, Hamid. Abdel Shafi, it's the throw in. Rolando. To Beto, who's been a bit of a passenger for these opening 38.5 minutes. 35 years old now, plays his football in Turkey for Göztepe. Spent most of his career warming the Portugal bench on these occasions. It's his opportunity tonight, though. It's on by Kuka. Beto has to hurry his clearance. Ghazi, nicely done. Alves. Over to Rolando. Guerreiro. Back with Alves. Silva wins the flick on, but a little bit too far behind him. hard to sum up how Fernando Santos will have felt about his side's performance in this half. Might all change if they can do something now. Although Ronaldo's ball to Cedric, not the best. He does win a corner for his troubles though. Challenged by Abdul Shafi. Flicked on, and it's in the back of the net. And it's Rolando with the goal. Although it has been ruled out. The linesman on the far side has his flag up, and Portugal's joy is curtailed for the time being. Crossed into the box, flicked on by Andre Silva to Rolando. Denied his first ever international goal, Rolando, by the offside flag. That really would have been a great way to mark his comeback to the international scene. Show Fernando Santos what he's been missing over the past 4 years. Neves. Mario. Well held by Mohamed El Shenawi. Certainly going to be pleased with what he's done on his international debut. In terms of Egypt goalkeepers, they do have the 45-year-old SML Hadari. He's not involved tonight, but he has been called up for these friendlies tonight and against Greece. Could become the oldest ever player to play out a World Cup if he makes the squad and plays any part in Russia. And that disallowed goal may sum up what's been a slightly frustrating half for Portugal so far. Alves. Neves slips. Ahmed to Said. Play. Less than a minute of the regulation 45. Whistle has gone. Egypt with a chance from a free kick. A bit too far out for the shot as just held to the floor. Mato wanting to in the ball. delay while they come out. João Mario was impressive in that first half. Andre Silva didn't get involved too much, as Egypt do make their way back onto the pitch. Just the 10 out there for the Egyptians. So whether or not they're going to make a change or not remains to be seen, unless there's one straggler from the dressing room. Indeed there is. Tarek Hamed now runs on and joins his teammates, so it's as you were for the second half. Lineup as follows for Portugal. It's Beto in goal, the back four of Cedric Soares, Bruno Alves, Rolando and Rafael Guerreiro. Midfield of Ruben Neves, João Moutinho and João Mario, with Bernardo Silva and Cristiano Ronaldo supporting Andre Silva as Portugal goes underway. Egypt have Mohamed El Shenawi in goal, the back four of Ahmed Fadi, Ali Garba, Ahmed Higazi, Mohamed Abdel Shefi. Midfield of Mohamed El Neni, Tarek Hamed and Abdullah Saeed, Trezeguet and Mo Salah supporting Kuka up front, and Kuka indeed is on the ball now to Salah. Now Fati. El Neni. And this might be how Egypt have to approach the World Cup. They've got to be realistic. It has been 28 years since they were on that stage. They know they're not going to out-football everybody, so a conservative lineup and then hitting whoever they play on the counter-attack might work best for them. Certainly defended pretty deep against Portugal so far. Here comes Cedric Soares with Moutinho. Alves, 95 caps now for Bruno Alves, so if selected for the World Cup, there's a good chance he'll make a century. Running forward, here's Trezeguet. Brought down by his opposite number 21, Cedric Soares. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, asking me. Ghazi. Back with the West Brom man. Tried to thread it through the eye of a needle, but Trezeguet wasn't quick enough. Nice idea from Ahmed Higazi though. Previous to his move to England with West Brom, he won the Egyptian top flight with Al Ahly the previous 2 seasons, and this season they are the runaway leaders in that division. Bernardo Silva. Frustration as it deflects off him, out for a throw into Egypt. Abdel Shafi will take. Here's Neves. Now Andre Silva. Ronaldo starting the second half on the right. Wins a free kick. Taken quickly by Moutinho. Perhaps a little bit too quickly. Portugal having to retreat back into their own half now. Mario. Neves. Moutinho. Portugal get themselves into a little bit of trouble. Beto with a very square pass to Bruno Alves. Here's Salah. Rounded out. Aldeni. Ronaldo, lovely flick to Andre Silva. Portugal have 4 streaming forward. Coutinho. Through to Bernardo. Cedric. Ronaldo miscued his effort. Whistle has gone, a bit of a coming together between Coutinho and Hamed. Bit of a sore one for Coutinho to take. Ronaldo. It's Rafael. Deep cross, but Bernardo Silva will keep it in play. Always looking to go on that left foot of his, the Man City winger. Good defending from Abdul Shafi. He knows he's up against a tricky customer and he dealt with him very well there. Really strong play from the Egyptian. Riding along the floor to get the ball away. What a free kick for his troubles. Crowd of just under 20,000 here tonight at the Leipzig Rund. So all in all, a good turnout from both sets of fans, and indeed the neutrals that have come along to worship their heroes like Ronaldo and Salah. Cedric away and out for a throw-in. Egypt actually got to the final of a major trophy last year, African Cup of Nations, but beaten by Cameroon in that final. And then his goal not enough. It's a 2-1 loss. Ronaldo keeps Andre Silva's ball in play. And it goes just under his feet. Now what can Egypt mount coming forward? Said. Over to Trezeguet now. Fardi. Fardi again. Well caught by Beto. Game just looking a little bit more stretched now. Ronaldo. Brought down by Fardi. He's going to go in the referee's notebook, the first of the evening. Have to sympathise with Mohamed Fardi in that situation. What can you do up against that speed? Not a lot, really. So he'll be walking on a tightrope for the remainder of the game. They might even look to bring on Ahmed El Mohammadi, a natural right back on the bench, the Aston Villa man. Free kick swung towards Ronaldo, but couldn't reach him. The offside flag has gone up against Ronaldo. Quite a comfortable decision for the linesman to give a good yard offside. Getting towards that stage of the game now where both coaches may consider making changes. Portugal certainly have quite a lot of reserve on the bench this evening. Ricardo Quaresma, Josep Martins, Andre Gomez. It is a decent squad they've got. Starting to build up back to that golden generation era as Egypt come forward this time though. Salah, now with Said, back to Mo Salah! That's why he's regarded as the pharaoh of Egyptian football at the moment. He just cannot stop scoring at the minute. Not a lot of emotion from Hector Cooper, but he'll be delighted. Wonderful finish from Mohamed Salah. Good ball across from Abdallah Said. But to have the skill and composure to take that one first time from the edge of the box. He just guided it around Rolando. Beto in goal and absolutely no chance. And if the first half is anything to go by, then it's against the run of play, but they've certainly improved in this second half, have Egypt. "56 minutes on the clock, Portugal 0, Egypt 1. The European champions won't like that one bit. Headed down, finds El Neni. Fardi. Now Ali Garba gives it away. Bernardo Silva. Loses out. Cedric with a risky ball in field, rescued by Neves. Mario with the ball in. Ronaldo at the far post. And then Cedric hauling down his man to try and get Bernardo on the ball. First time Cedric has left a late one on an opposition player this evening. El Neni, whistle gone against Kuka. Egyptian fans around the Letzi Grunt right now, making all the noise. Ball flicked around the corner by Cuca. Nearly misread by all the Portuguese defenders. He had to take Beto, coming a long way out of his goal line to clear it. Suarez. Portugal have readied a couple of changes now. Ricardo Quaresma and Andre Gomez both stood on the sideline now. Salah, so much pace. And there was so much pace on that ball forward, it couldn't find Cuca. Mario. Rafael Guerreiro. Now the chance will be taken to make these changes. Quaresma first up for João Mario. Always regarded as a player, Ricardo Quaresma, as a man who has never fulfilled his potential. Had a bit of a streak in him on many occasions. João Moutinho's the other player that's going to be withdrawn in favour of Andre Gomez, who's spoken quite candidly about the fact that he's not figuring enough for Barcelona, that a move away might suit him in the future. Egypt themselves are about to make a change as well, and it is going to come up front. Cuca will be coming off. You can tell who are the side in desperation and who are the side are happy just by how slowly he's jogging off. On in his place will come Marwan Mosan, striker for Al Ahly. Of course, a bit of a stir earlier on in his career when he was at Petrojet, not being allowed to leave the club when he wanted to, and he was subsequently benched. So another player that's got a bit of character about him. Neves. Lovely crossfield ball. Finds Quaresma for his first involvement. It's a beautiful cross from Ricardo Quaresma outside of his right boot. No one gambling. Salah, the decibels raise whenever he gets the ball now. Cedric. Rolando. Here's Gomez. Just dallying on the ball a little bit, but got away with that one. Here he is again, Andre Gomez. Good turn from Bernardo. Through towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo shoots. Parried away by Mohamed El Shenawi. It's a very acute angle for Ronaldo to shoot at, but he never needs a second invitation. Firm strike behind him, but fairly comfortable one for the goalkeeper to save. Quaresma to swing the ball in. Comes to the edge of the box, and that's a great effort. Rafael Guerreiro would have been an unlikely goal scorer for Portugal. Took that one really nicely. Very close to putting Portugal back on level terms. And he hasn't figured an awful lot for them this season, as the Egyptian goalkeeper is down. Needs tending to. Lovely finish it was from Mohamed Salah as Egypt ready themselves for another change. It's Amir Varda stood on the sideline, currently playing his football in Greece for Atromitos. And he's got 5 goals in his last 10 appearances for them, so he's a player who's in form going into the World Cup year. It's going to be Abdallah Saeed who'll come off. The man who all Egyptians are behind now, Abdullah Saeed, for his goal line clearance. Been in the news, controversy a few weeks ago, Saeed. Reportedly agreed to move from Al Ahly to Zamalek before making a U-turn and signing a new contract. As he waves to them on the bench now. So Varda is on in his place for his 13th cap. El Shanawi is back on his feet now. Preparing to take this goal kick. It looks like Salah's gone into more of a central role. Varda taking up his place on the right-hand side. It's Cedric Suarez. Silva flicks on. The ball bounces over Fadi's head and Quaresma can pick it up. Neves. Cedric, Quaresma. Just muscled off the ball by Higazi, but wants to be careful he doesn't overdo it. Portugal get the throw. And it's a poor one as well. Back to Bernardo Silva. Salah through the middle, now Varda with his first touch. Varda again, looking to feed El Neni. Portugal have another change in the offing. It's going to be Gelson Martins will come on for Bernardo Silva. Scored last week in Sporting Lisbon's victory against Rio Ave in the Primeira Liga, so a positive way to go into the international break for him. Salah is flagged offside. Bernardo Silva comes off. Not been his most productive day in a Portugal shirt. He played so well for Manchester City this season, adapting seamlessly to English football. Neves. Well tracked back by Trezeguet. Over the head by Bruno Alves. Alves collects this one, and that's a good ball forward to Ronaldo. He didn't time his run correctly. Not offside comes from Ronaldo's lips, and he's got a point looking at the replay. looked to be level with the defender Ali Gabra. Not been his evening so far, Cristiano Ronaldo. 21 minutes left to go though. It's an awful long time for him to create something out of nothing. Neves. Alves. Ronaldo turns quick. Feeds one through to Gelson Martins. And, well, his first touch of the evening, just to overrun the ball out of play. It's a very quick winger, Gelson Martins, but on that occasion proving a bit too quick for himself as he sped onto that ball. A little bit too much though. Both these sides are staying in Switzerland for their next friendly games. Portugal play host to Holland in Geneva on Monday evening. A battle against their old adversaries, stemming from the 2006 World Cup, the Battle of Nuremberg as it was coined, as Egypt flood forward. Trezeguet gets round his man, tries to curl one towards the far post. Ball just bouncing up in the air. It's eventually dealt with by Bruno Alves. And now here comes Ricardo Quaresma. The referee did well to step over that ball. Martins. Gomez. Gomez through to Martins. Lifts it into the box towards Quaresma. Quaresma shoots. Again, very assured goalkeeping from Mohamed El Shenawi. Good move by Portugal. Martins picked out his opposite winger, Quaresma, in the box. Firm strike, but not accurate enough to beat the Egyptian stopper. And as I was mentioning, Portugal play Holland and Egypt a day after. Play Greece at this same venue, so they'll be staying in Zurich for the next few days. Gomez looks for Ronaldo. Whistle has gone against Andre Silva. It's been a frustrating game for him, a frustrating season for AC Milan since joining for 38 million euros at the start of the season from Porto, but as I mentioned in the first half, only got his first league goal a couple of weeks ago. And their really failed revolution to try and get back up to the top of Serie A. Another man who's had a frustrating season on the ball now. That's Ramvada though. Abdel Shafi. Trezeguet. Ghazi. Vada stays strong. Up to Hamed. Good pick out. Trezeguet touches it nicely, but cross is blocked. And Hamid thought about shooting, but thought better of it. El Neni storming forward, Mohamed El Neni. Martins. Portugal have another couple of changes in the offing on the sideline. Carlo Guedes of Valencia and Bruno Fernandes of Sporting Lisbon, both about to come on. Both very much in the fleeting stages of their international careers. Ruben Neves will come off and Fernandes will be on in his place. Won his first cap versus Saudi Arabia back in November, replacing his namesake Manuel Fernandes, who can't be involved this evening. Well, he's on the bench, should I say. And Andre Silva will come off. Frustrating afternoon for him. And Goncalo Guedes on in his place, on loan at Valencia from PSG. Club wants a permanent deal. He is more of a winger than a natural striker, so it'll probably mean that Ronaldo will be pushed into the centre-forward role. Guerreiro. Now Ronaldo. Gomez. Bruno Fernandes. Suarez. Suarez nearly slipped, stayed on his feet. Still with Portugal now. Carlo Guedes. What a first contribution that could have been. Gomez. And again, Portugal stopped in the tracks by a very resilient Egypt defence, and can Salah produce something? Well, he can't on that occasion. I think he's already done enough tonight though. Getting the goal that, as it stands, can prove to be the winner in this friendly. And every minute matters in these friendly matches, with the close proximity of the World Cup. Fernandes. Gomez. With Quaresma. Another change, this time for Egypt, and well, the applause is doing him justice at the minute. It will be the end of the game for Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian Messi, as he's known as in the media these days, certainly lived up to his marking. He's establishing himself as a juggernaut in world football, and that goal summed up why. The big smile on his face as he's withdrawn. Not in his place will come Mahmoud Abdel Razak, known as Shikabala. Plays his football in Saudi Arabia these days for Al Riyadh. He actually quit international football for a while due to racist remarks, but was persuaded to come back, and the number 18 is lining up front for his country. Shikabala's first touch, tries to backheel it to Trezeguet. Unsuccessful this time though. Rolando. Seems a long time since his goal was disallowed. Rafael Guerreiro. Bruno Fernandes, that's a nice ball over to Quaresma. Quaresma crosses. No success this time. Fernandes. Gomez. Quaresma. Up to the back post, but Amir Varda does his job getting back. Ten minutes to go. Still Portugal a goal down against Egypt. Into the box, and Rolando got his head onto it, but with none of the accuracy. Saw the ball go into the back of the net in the first half. Cooper has a 63% win ratio as Egypt's boss. He really has been a real find for them, and when you consider that he's been a journeyman in management, he's had spells in Argentina, Spain, Italy, Georgia, Greece, Turkey and the United Arab Emirates before taking the Egypt job. A really sterling job with them. Fernando Santos, well, no one will deny what a good job he's done. He's got a major trophy under his belt, let's not forget, but that'll be in the back of his mind now. He'll be a little bit concerned with how lacklustre they've been going forward in terms of real chances on goal created. Quaresma and Ronaldo with those shots from acute angles, it's been the best that they've come up with, really. Super ball out to Quaresma, but well, he's 34 years old now, Ricardo Quaresma. It's one of those where maybe 3 or 4 years ago he would have gone on to the end of that one, but the legs are slowing down. Such a tricky player on his day, wonderful skill set about him, but discipline issues have always blighted him throughout his career. Rolando. Alves. Gomez. Loses out. Trezeguet up to Shikabala. Abdel Shafi. To Marwan Mohsen, who's not really had too many touches of the ball since coming on. The whistle has gone in favour of the Egyptians. They are getting another change ready, are Egypt. Hossam Ashur is just going through the motions. Varda. Shikabala. Fernandes. Martins. Ronaldo. Into Goncalo Guedes, who, well, he thought Quaresma was behind him. All he needed was to let that ball run, and Quaresma was in the box. Shikabala delivers one into the box. And Egypt have got themselves a free kick. Alves, an unfair challenge on Amir Varda. A little bit harsh depending on how you look at things. And a goal here would just about seal the result for Egypt. They don't have the main man on the pitch to take it, but there's a number of bodies around. El-Neni and Shikabala are there. It will be Shikabala to take it. Really good effort from him. Probably didn't quite have enough pace to get the beating of Beto, but it was right in that top corner. Fernandez. Gomez. Guerrero. Martins. Rolando. Another replay of that free kick. Good effort from Shikabala as that change is finally going to be made. It will be Tarek Hamed will come off. And the man nicknamed Loire, meaning Major General, is about to be replaced by the man nicknamed the Unknown Soldier. Spent his whole career at Al Ahly, it's Jose Mashur, winning 11 top-flight titles with them. Almost like the Ryan Giggs of Egyptian football. He'll be brought on in mind to just hold on to this defence. Marwan Mosan tries to get forward. And Bruno Alves will go into the book for it. Another just overly aggressive challenge from the Rangers defender. And then he looks to clip one in. Portugal win it. Carlo Guedes. Gomez, Ronaldo, Farfi gets it away. Ronaldo again just pointing at his teammates to get into the box. There's only two of them there at the moment. Ronaldo with another chance. Bruno Fernandes, he'll shoot from the edge of the box. Parried up in the air by the goalkeeper, and then he just falls on the floor, clutching the ball. A wicked swerving effort from Fernandes with the aid of that deflection. Sat up really nicely for him, but El Shenawi did all that was required of him. Varda, he gives it away. Portugal looking menacing. 1 minute of normal time to go. Here is Ronaldo. Shikabala away. Now Varda. Mohsen just took a tumble, trying to go forward, but the referee wasn't buying it. Sam Asho up to El Shaarawy. Farthy, Alvada, good balance. Four minutes of additional time. And what's been, in the second half, certainly an absorbing contest. While the first half did feel a little bit flat, the attacking intent of both sides has gone up. Only Egypt have been the ones to manage to break down the deadlock. Guedes, now Martins, breaks into the box, that's a good one too with Guerriero. Carried away by El Shaarawy. Don't think he quite knew what was going on there. Just too quick for the Egyptians. Martins got around the back. He almost mishit his cross and El Shaarawy had to deal with it. Corner's been taken quickly. Quaresma. Bruno Fernandes. Tavada, really well up front. Trezeguet. Gomez. Quaresma. This one towards Ronaldo! Well, there was never any doubt, was there? Whenever Portugal need a hero, just turn to Cristiano Ronaldo. Quaresma with a delightful dinked ball into the box. Higazi mistimed his jump, Ronaldo didn't. Unlucky from the point of view of Mohamed El Shaarawy. Just couldn't quite keep it out, but Ronaldo, he's so deadly in those situations. And Portugal back on level terms. And with 90 seconds to go, they're going to look to win this game. Guerriero, challenged by Fardi. Now can Egypt spring a surprise? Fardi continues to mosey forward. Vada looks to find Shikabala, gets hold of the ball. And brought down, but the decision hasn't gone in his favour. Martins. Frenetic ending to this game. Quaresma brought down. And this is most likely going to be the last chance. Quaresma chopped inside Marwan Mohsen. Incidentally, Ronaldo, his 80th goal, his 148th cap. Quaresma, Ronaldo! Goal number 81 for Portugal. For Cristiano Ronaldo, or is it? Crossed into the box. Another bullet header from the Real Madrid man. Well, what is going on with this? It looks like it has been disallowed. The referee is consulting with someone. Ronaldo's got a bit of a scowl on his face, so judging by that, the goal has been ruled out. Well, from the replay, there didn't look to be anything. Are they going to VAR? It's technology that's been really scrutinised and criticised by everyone. It is going into the World Cup going forward. And the goal has been given. Well, the euphoria was delayed, but finally Portugal have that second goal. And in added time, Cristiano Ronaldo has single-handedly got Portugal back in front in this game. Heartbreak for Egypt, but what can you do against a player of that level, of that standing, of that quality? Egypt get the game underway. And there is the full-time whistle. Well, this game has been all about just one man, and that man is in picture now, Cristiano Ronaldo. Egypt took the lead on the 56th minute when the other man of the moment, Mohamed Salah, scored with a peach from the edge of the box. It didn't look like it was going to be Portugal's night, but then two bullet headers in added time, the second of which was controversial as there was a delay in giving it, has given Portugal the win in this friendly match. Heartbreak for Egypt, but they can be encouraged by this display, although it has finished. Portugal 2, Egypt 1.